it's a pleasure to be here tonight to enjoy Cope Avon. And I want to say special thanks to Mr. Rude and the organization and also the Phillipsburg Promotional Foundation for organizing a platform like this where people can come out and just enjoy the music, come out and enjoy food, the crafts, and we are particularly pleased to see that so many people have taken the opportunity to come out and enjoy. As government, we're very pleased that this can happen. It brings life back into Phillipsburg. I remember the days gone by when Phillipsburg was the place where you came out in the nighttime and there were lights and there were bars and there were restaurants and there were all sorts of things. Just even walking through the streets was something that people just enjoy doing. And so this Cope Avon, and I hope that there will be more to come, not only once a year, but also throughout the year we'll be able to organize it that people can come in the nighttime in Phillipsburg and just enjoy one another. The family feeling that we get just tasting the food, and I tasted food and some really good delicious snacks last week, and I'm going to be doing the same tonight. So I want to say to all the people who come out and all of those who set up their booths and who are selling and who are ensuring that when we come out at a time like this, that it's just an enjoyable time.
It is indeed an honor to be here this evening because our nation's capital is bustling with activity. What a time to be from St. Martin as we continue to rise like a phoenix from the ashes after Hurricane Irma. Tonight is testimony that St. Martin continues to show how strong we are as a nation and how resilient we are as a people. On behalf of the Ministry of TIAT, we are elated to support this event. The next Cope Avon in 2020 should line every area of Front and Back Street. It should be the biggest event our nation's capital has at this time of the year. So by extension, I'm pledging my unwavering support and commitment to see Cope Avon grow to its biggest potential ever in 2020. So once again, as my colleague extended his best wishes to all the vendors, all the organizers, everyone that made this year's Cope Avon a success, I also extend that word of congratulations to each and every one of you, especially those of you that have come out for the past weeks and patronized each of the vendors. To the vendors, your hard work surely has not gone unnoticed as we continue to enjoy all what you have to offer this evening and look forward to 2020. Much success this evening, enjoy the celebrations, and God bless the greatest place on earth, St. Martin.
It's with pain in the heart because I see all the people enjoying themselves, but sometimes, like they say, all good things must come to an end. I'm very satisfied with the run, the 5 weeks that we have put our best foot forward into bringing life back to Phillipsburg, our initiative, call it our give back if you want to call it that. And I think it shows that people want to come into Phillipsburg, so that myth that nobody want to come into Phillipsburg because of crime and because of whatever have you not, it's not so. The people need something to come to town for. We have provided it, and you could see that they're there, you know.
Mr. Bird, what's in store for next year? The Minister of TIAT has clearly stated that he's going to support this 100%. His ministry is behind it and it's going all the way.
I am definitely happy to hear that, you know, because at the end of the day, it's an effort for St. Martin. So I think the government of St. Martin should be the main partner in this event. I think it's overwhelming to hear that, and this gives us more headroom to do greater things, you know. With a limited budget, of course, you could only do so much, but this is more than just budget, you know. For me, I'm hoping with the ministry on board that they would pulse the stores on Back Street and Front Street to open and really make it the Cope Avon, you know. So I'm hoping with that partnership that that would put some fire under the foot and say, guys, come on, this is an initiative for Phillipsburg. Let's try it at least 2 weeks, and after that you could decide, you know. But right now, yeah, we don't have that support from the merchants. We have enough vendors to keep the event going, but it would be nice if we have a few merchants open, because you could feel that people are actually coming into town to shop, you know. They're shopping at the vendors, but after that they want to take a walk and see if something is appealing to buy.
I refer to the vendors. They made this what it is today. In fact, many of them have been here from day one, and up to now they are here seeing to it that they close the event with you as well.
Yeah, man, I'm happy, you know. That was one of our objectives when starting it, like, hey guys, we gotta go 5 weeks together, you know. Hence the reason we gave a major discount to those that sign up for 5 weeks to make it interesting. I think 90% of the vendors has accepted that offer, because at the end of the day, if you start high and end low, it's a bad ending. I mean, if you start low and end high, it's a good ending. In this case, we started high and we are ending high. So I got to big up all the vendors for supporting the event, and also the people that came out to support the vendors. So it's like a kind of a paid forward, you know.
Mr. Johnson also extended the challenge to your person, basically say, look, we need to see the entire Phillipsburg flare up during this entire event.
I definitely accept that challenge, and that's a vision, you know. Because of our limited resources, we are kind of, you know, I'm not biting off more than we can chew. But if we have everybody on board, yes, we could put something small up at Walter Plans, I mean something on Back Street, something up at Pasagram, Talula Mango. We have the structure and we have the material to do it. But if we have the ministry and everybody on board, with a snap of a finger, we could make it happen, and I'm ready.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
will be your core objective of the new president?
Okay, my team that I've selected to work with this year is entitled Our Youth, Our Future. I'm an educator by profession. I'm a mother of 2 daughters and a grandmother of a baby. And I've been in education. Today makes 33 years since I'm working in education. I started out as a former primary school teacher. I became interim head of one of the schools over the years, and then I started at the Division for Educational Innovations back then. And education has been always my heart, the youth, the children. I'm always there for whatever cause it is. And I just feel that it's very important at this point in time in our life that we would put some money where our mouth is, because we're always talking about the youth and about the children, but what do we really do to assist them? Now, in my function as an educator, I have realized over the years that there's a lot of information that parents don't really have. You don't go out and ask to be a mother. At times it happens, sometimes you plan, sometimes you didn't plan, but you became a parent, you became a mother or father, whatever. And there are certain things that we need to know, especially when it comes towards the rights of your children. The United Nations Foundation has one of their points, one of their projects is the rights of the child. And I find that's very important, and my focus this year will be on providing information on the rights of our children on St. Martin. Children have the right of an education, they need a right to a nationality, they need a right to all different things. They need to be seen, they need to be heard, they need to have information. All of those different rights, we're going to highlight 10 of them. So for the 10 months that I'm there, and every month we'll be doing another one. I have a team working together with me from the Youth and Education Committee from the Lions Club. And what we'll be doing is just sharing information. We have the digital boards, we have our regular lion signs, we have interviews, we'll do interviews, we'll do Facebook page and all those other things that focuses on providing information. So that will be mainly my theme for this year. I am continuing with the youth project that was started last year by our former president, which is building a kitchen where we will be able to focus on providing breakfast for the students. We were able to finalize, the club was able to finalize now where we have the plans in place. We already have the property, which is by the Lions Den in the back. And we're working now on a business plan that we can take out to various sponsors asking for donations towards building this project and also sustaining it for 2-3 years until we are able to take it over from there. So it's about continuation in the club.
Having said that, now, can you tell us who your board members are?
Sure, definitely. I am the president, as you know. I have a lion, Claudio Boncamper, who is the second district governor for our District 6CB. He's the treasurer. I have Jennifer Johnson, who's my secretary. That's part of the daily board. And then I have first vice president Alphonse Gums. I have second vice president, the lady that's here, that's Miss Lynette Gibbs. Then I have the immediate past president, which is Carmen Lake, Mrs. Carmen Lake Reyes. And then we have first year director, John Scamine. Second year director is Gaston Fraser. And then we have the membership director, which is Meline Scamine. So we have a group of seasoned persons who have been on the board before and some newcomers that's working together for this club. And then we also, besides that, have the tamer. Our tamer this year is one of the presidents that served with me, Alison Busby. And then we have he's a twin twister, and the tamer is Kevin Mills. Yeah.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear just paying some bills, taking care of business. You know what it is?
I know you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Windward Islands Bank, now your online banking partner.
On June 22, 2018, the leaders of the two political parties that form the governing coalition, Mr. Theodore Heiliger from the United Democrats and Mr. Wycliffe Smith from the St. Martin Christian Party, after a 3-month negotiation, signed the governing program of the so-called United Christian Democrat Coalition. This governing program for 2018-2019, titled Building a Sustainable St. Martin, was co-signed by all 8 members in Parliament of this UD-SMCP coalition, as well as the incoming ministers of the Mrs. Leona Marlin Romeo cabinet. Was the objective of this governing program to eradicate the poverty in St. Martin? We have analyzed and commented this government program last year, and we have concluded that this government program until 2022 will not eradicate the poverty in St. Martin. Of the declaration to eradicate poverty, which was signed with much publicity by the St. Martin Christian Party before the February 2018 election, only as a heading, Eradication of Poverty, came back in the government program. On page 39 of the government program, also a study to establish the poverty line and an assessment of the social welfare benefits were mentioned as objectives to be achieved in this 4-year period. 13 months have passed with this UD-SMCP coalition governing, and what can we conclude? Neither the ministers and parliamentarians of the United Democrats, neither the ministers and parliamentarians of the St. Martin Christian Party did anything to realize these 2 points in the governing program to eradicate the poverty. They had an opportunity to amend the budget of 2018 and of 2019 presented in Parliament to eradicate the poverty. They did not. Therefore, we want to have a meeting with the Council of Ministers to present them with a draft proposal to include in the budget of 2020 to eradicate the poverty and to realize an equal social protection floor for all citizens in the Kingdom of the Netherlands. What is regrettable also is that opposition members in Parliament, even though they had a lot of criticism about the budget presented, None of them presented amendments for the budget of 2018, neither to the budget of 2019 to eradicate the poverty. It is the job of every parliamentarian to present motions to amend the budget to favor the realization of equal economic, social, and cultural rights of the people of St. Martin in the kingdom.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Stephanie Medina, and I play football with the Walichi Women Soccer team. I have represented St. Martin in many different games. For example, the Dutch Caribbean Women's Soccer Cup. I played against Bonaire, Aruba, and Curacao right here in this stadium. Sports matter to me because it makes me happy, it keeps me fit and healthy, and it is very fun. So I asked the business community to take on this challenge and help us rebuild our facilities. And I also asked the community to nominate the local businesses in your area and take on the challenge and step up for sport. Why? Because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sport Facebook page for more information. Hashtag sports matter, hashtag are you in?
It is this time of year when many persons travel to neighboring Anguilla for one of that island's biggest parties, the August Monday celebrations. The event is also expected to be attracting many boaters to the island as well. As a result, the St. Martin Sea Rescue Foundation will also be on standby in case of any maydays, while the Coast Guard monitors closely the activities of boaters commuting to and from Anguilla. Franz Neuenhoven is the president of the St. Martin Sea Rescue Foundation. First of all, Franz, as has been the case in the past, you have always made it your business to issue words of caution to especially boaters. What's your advice this year?
My advice this year is the sea could be quite rough because the tropical waves passing by, as we all know, so it could be quite dangerous. Be out on the sea, and it's no problem if you go prepared. But the sea is no joke. Nature is always stronger than mankind, so be aware that the sea is not something simple to adjust. So if we go out to Anguilla and enjoy the day, please do. But be sure you got the designated captain who is not drunk and see that all the safety measures are taken. So don't go on a boat with too many people. Don't go for sure into a drunk state into a boat, because a boat is still something dangerous. If you want to do that, then just take the ferry to Anguilla. They got all the safety measures, they check. If you go on a party boat, no problem. The captain will take care of you as well. Mm-hmm. But if you go in a private boat, small boat, the sea and the channel is bigger than you think, because we can see Anguilla from St. Martin easily, but it's way further than you think. It's hard to swim to the opposite side. So be aware that the sea could be dangerous, and be aware that you got all your safety measures in order.
And referring to safety equipment in other fronts, precisely what are you referring to here?
First of all, the boat got to be safe by itself. If the boat is not safe, then it doesn't go. The boat should be inspected, and inspection, all the safety measures are there. So that's life vests, but also flares and a good working radio. Because if there's something wrong, you can ask people to help you. So VHF is quite important to have on board. So all those safety measures, and there are way more safety measures because there's like a life ring. If somebody falls overboard, those things are really needed. And quite often they're just in your way, so you want to take them off. And especially for August Monday, because then you can do more people on the boat. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Because the safety measures are there when you're in trouble. And when you're in trouble, you're happy that you got 5 persons less on the boat, but you got everything there to save your soul.
Like previous years, I take it that the St. Martin Sea Rescue Foundation will be working closely in collaboration with the Coast Guard as well, friends.
Yes, that's correct. We work closely with the Coast Guard, with the French Sea Rescue, and we like to see that everything is still safe on the water.
And how often will you be patrolling the waters between Anguilla and St. Martin?
Quite often we go out in the evening, because in the evening most calls will occur, but you never know where it's going to happen, because some people go around the north and some people go just to Marigot. So, but we will probably be out there, but we do on standby, and we make sure that everything is safe.